All right, kids, we're back. You're watching Guitar Quackery live on YouTube from Guitar Quackery. Guitar Quackery is a YouTube studio with a guitar repair shop. So, and Guitar Quackery Live is the channel that you're on right now. So, I just got to set up something here. This is new since the channel's been monetized. I am collecting super chats if anyone wants to participate. So how will we celebrate if I get 5 super chats? We'll celebrate. We'll say cheers. I gotta write this down. And then start goal. The goal is 5 super chats. Well, we'll see. So far I got 0. Right. We'll see what happens this time. It's good to be paid extra for the same work. Sorry. I'm actually having something. Hard time with something. A little bit. No one's watching, so I can say whatever I want. Well, someone might be watching in the future, a replay. Let me show you the guitar. All right. So this is it. Electra. And now we're just going to deal with the nut. So it's a brass nut. And yeah, I'm going to watch it on YouTube as well. So now we have 0 viewers. And now I'm watching it. So now let me check how soon I show up. Current viewers, still 0. So it's going to show 1. There's lag, obviously. All right. Well, this can be tedious work. So we need to clean up nut shelf first. I have a chisel, kind of blade kind of thing. X-Acto chisel. A heat gun. All right, let's get to work. And this camera. So 3 people dropped off guitars, and I also took a little mental break. Okay, 1 viewer, and that's this viewer from my phone. That doesn't count. Not really. Oh, the shutter speed changed. Why did it change? Okay. I didn't do anything to it. And I have no signal. Okay. All right. So let's see. I need to be comfortable so I can work. And right now, I'm not comfortable. So I need to do this from this side, this way. Okay, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. We are going to shim this nut. That's not what I want to do, but we kind of have to do that, and I'll explain. I'll explain when there's an audience. Right now, there's no audience. You know what? Maybe I'll just start doing these live streams private only. It's been over a year. I only got 500 subscribers and just a few people watching at a time. They're good people, but that's so we have all this super glue here at the face of the fingerboard. We need to soften it up so we can remove it. Okay, it's softening up, and I'm removing it. It's coming off slowly. The blade is pretty hot now. I almost burned myself. So, you know what's funny? Well, it's not funny, it's tragic. I started doing this Instagram thing so that I could announce the live streams ahead of time so that there would be a following that I could funnel from Instagram to this channel. And I thought that was gonna not blow up, but grow into a bigger audience. My audience kind of shrunk since Instagram. I am by myself here. We need to remove these 2 screws. Bear with me. I'm just kidding. So, this is not a well-built guitar. There's a bed of glue here that needs to go. You can see it right here. Let's refocus a little bit. We need a little more light. Oh, look at that. It's shredding the wood fibers as I try to peel it off. But we do need to remove it. And what kind of glue is that? Is that like rubber cement or something? I think we have some we're dealing with some previous repair attempts or something. People put some kind of glue, and then you know, on top of the factory glue. But this is mushy. Right here. I'm going to scrape it in this direction. Yeah, that's better. There's a little blob here that needs to go. Yeah, look at that. Okay, now we're clean, but sometimes it's better to scrape it in this direction. Okay, and sorry about the autofocus here. Like that, okay? And here, we still have some residual at the face of the thing. And then we have this black thing, whatever that thing is, I don't know. But there's also glue on top of it, you can see. So I'm not going to worry about the black. I think it's the same as the headstock black. Okay. Like that. And then we have at the face this thing, but so I don't really like to use files for this. A chisel is better, or sanding block with sandpaper. Yeah, which I have somewhere, if I can find it. And you know, this is why I actually put sandpaper on this chisel, which I removed before. In the previous live stream, I removed it from here. It was actually this way. I had some sandpaper on it, and I used it for something like this. So I did save it, and now I'm going to put it back. Right here. Where are the tweezers? Right there. Okay. So I have 2 grits. This one's the coarse one. Like that. I just put it like here. And it's flexible, right? This blade is flexible. So that's good. And look, and I can do this. If that's a good way to do it, I don't know yet. I can't reach all the way. So maybe that's not the best way. But it's just a few specks that are left over there. And like I said, I do have a sanding block here. oversized, it doesn't matter. When it's oversized, you can actually grip it better, right? Fine and coarse. So it's at a 90 degree. Let's see. So I don't want to move it vigorously because I want it to stay at 90 degree. See, it wants to tilt in this direction. And it's a bit challenging, but we can handle it. And now this way. Well, what's important is that the nut fits properly without wiggling. Okay, but the nut itself has some glue on it, which I'm gonna have to remove, obviously. All right, so it's on this side here. So I'm gonna take a little vise like this. Right. So because of the carpet, I am going to just place it on a board like that, and it appears that I need to move the camera. Okay, so we have some glue to remove from this part of the nut right here. We'll also heat it up. And from the bottom, I think, as well. Oh, it's still moving. Now we got. It should soften up, and I just lift it then. It's a bit stubborn. So you need to remove it like this, because if you start sanding the whole surface, you're going to resurface everything and you will end up with a curved surface. So we want to really just remove these patches like this. Oh, come on. Obviously, I have no idea what kind of glue this is. And then we need to check the bottom of the nut. Remove what's there. Still some coming off. Let's see. Maybe I should increase the heat, I don't know. So it's a brass nut. Ah, now it's coming off here. There. Okay. Now I got it all off. There are some chats. Let me check on my phone. Who's chatting? Dr. Jeffrey Boyle says, sticky situation. Nice job, looking good. Yes, thank you, doctor. Sarah C is back in the house. That's a good sanding block. Yes, it is. If it's brass, why not just use paint thinner? Yeah, good question. I have the answer. I don't have any. There's also glue gone, right? Glue removal chemical. All right, maybe we can view through the microscope on this one. It's at the right height. So this is all glue, right? And here there's a little blob. You see that? All right, so let's see. So we have here, you can see this little patch. You know, I think that I just need to increase the temperature here. I'm just guessing the temperature. All right, now it's hotter. So we have this. Okay, that's all clean. No, not here. See, even a tiny little patch like this, it just throws off the entire alignment. So that's all good, I think. Let's see. Ah, here we have a patch. Okay. Okay, so I think we have a clean surface now. I mean, no, here we have a little bit. So we still need to clean it with, you know, chemically with a polish. But basically, we have two clean surfaces now. I can't feel any. Yeah, I guess it's good. All right, so now we need to clean the damn thing with some kind of polish. Mm-hmm. 5 people watching. One of them is my phone, so 4 people watching. I got so many guitars here. Yeah. So that's the back end of the nut. Let's see. So we want this surface to be a little bit, you know, rough, I guess, for the glue. Brass is really one of the worst materials for a nut. Yeah. It oxidizes and then, you know, it becomes what's the opposite of lubricated? So I don't mean non-lubricated, I mean the actual opposite of being lubricated. We got some new viewers. No, it still says 5, which means 4. It'll take, what, another year to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel. And on Instagram, I got to 2,500 in about a month. Just a little bit over a month. So I've been really focusing on Instagram lately because there's potential there. Just the potential in guitar repair isn't as high as the potential in some other content. Is this good enough? Yeah, so now, in my opinion, it would be good to do this to the bottom of the nut. For the glue to bite into something. And the front. So I'm kind of overlapping like this and holding my fingers there so that it only affects the part that's hidden, that's going to be hidden. Yeah, so. So normally I wouldn't want to shim a nut, but this one we are going to have to shim it. With what? I might need to put this off to the side because I think we need to shim it with some veneer, which I need to make. I measured the nut, so the high E string slot is lower than the frets by 1/10 of an inch, and that's, I'm sorry, of a millimeter, and that's a lot in the world of guitar nuts. So what are we going to do about that? Well, part of the whole job is thinking, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm thinking. So I think I was thinking of shimming the actual nut with a brass plate of that thickness, but I think it would be better to put a piece of veneer on the nut shelf. Yeah, and 1/10 of a millimeter is too much to be lowering the frets by that much. So I don't want to do that, because I could, if it was just, you know, a fraction, a couple of microns, I could lower, you know, the frets here a little bit, blend it in, and then that would be okay. But not in this case. 1/10 of a millimeter is too much. So the nut is going to go here. It's going to have to be raised. And I think the best way to do it is to shim the nut shelf. So the best shim material would be, in my opinion, maple. So I don't have a maple piece right now that I can cut into a veneer. So you can cut it into a you know, thin veneer, and then it's going to have to be thinner than what you can actually produce. Glue it and then sand it down, which technically means that you have a very thin veneer on top. I do have some maple veneers that I'm making for a neck reset, but you know, that's for the other job. So I wonder If there's anything else I can use. I don't think so. Which kind of sucks because now I need to end this live stream and bring something from home. Unless I can think of something here. Yeah, you know, these things are much easier said than done. Yeah, just shim it. Yeah, it's that word just. As if everything is just. I mean, no one said that to me in this case. I'm just saying that's what people say often. Can't you just? Yeah, I can. And then I say, well, can't you just pay me? You know, like a few $100s. Oh, yeah, for my time. But anyway, I can't drag this. Yeah, I'm referring to other things, not this job. Sometimes people try to make it sound like it's not a lot of work to do something. So this kind of sucks that I don't have a little bit of maple. And I really think I don't have here. I have plenty at home. At home I have all you can eat. What other options do we have? I don't know. While I'm thinking, let me check Instagram. I have 1 comment, 6 likes, 5 new followers since last time I checked, which was before this live stream. So the comment says gross. It's the video about Fred cheese. Sounds about right. Period. All right. That's that. Let me check my text messages. Okay. No new text messages. Almost 9 p.m. So friends, I can't do anything right now to this other than what I just did. This bridge is collapsed. So yeah, you know, at this point, so we can see, you know, thinking, should I recommend to buy a new bridge because this one is collapsed. Here you can see how collapsed it is. If I place a straight edge, there's that gap. So this is collapsed, which means the radius across the saddles is wrong as well. And as I just noticed, because it's curved in this direction, how should I simulate this? So these posts are kind of like going in this direction, both of them, right? That's just geometry. And now when I try to fit it on top of this, I can feel that. It's like here, there's a sponginess because it's on top of this one, so they're not parallel. So even if I turn it, yeah. So I don't know if this is the original bridge, probably, but it's collapsed. And this saddle is coming off like that on its own. Yeah, I don't know. I already looked for a bridge. We'd have to change the posts, maybe even the bushings. I don't know. Maybe we leave it like this. So friends, I am going to say my goodbyes on this one because I need maple veneer. And I need to write that down so I don't forget to bring it. I can't think of anything else that makes sense. Maple veneer. Veneer, and this is for the Electra. Electra guitar. Last post-it note goes on my computer here, laptop. Thanks for sharing. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.